spinning the wheels. Oh, that's going to tip over. Sand from the sand god. Oh, let's go for an explore. Oh. Oh no. Oh god. Welcome back. We are back with Roadcraft. Welcome to episode 3. We are going to be continuing with Aftermath. Really looking forward to this. One of my favorite things to do was download maps that were like an aftermath of a flood or destroyed maps and apocalyptic style maps. It's also my favorite thing to create when I'm creating. I do map creation, game creation, that sort of stuff. I love apocalyptic style stuff. So post-disaster stuff, definitely right up my alley. And I know that some of the things that I'm seeing, or the frame rate that I'm seeing, is just because I'm running OBS. And OBS likes to do annoying OBS things, like show lots of frame rate drops that actually aren't happening. So I'm pretty sure if I was playing this without recording it, it would be perfectly fine. Send a convoy with concrete to the harbor base from the transit point. Oh, okay, yeah, we can do that. Where do we? Oh, we're sending it back over there. Ooh, okay. Has this road, have we cleared this road? I don't think we have. So what we need to do is we need to build infrastructure on this road, or, yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, so we're going to grab the sand truck and fill it with sand. Even we can fill it with sand from right here, which is insane. From the sand gods. Spirit poo-poo bird. That'd be interesting. But yeah, no, now I can really start focusing on what I overly enjoy about this game. Now that I know that a lot of the screen tearing and frame drop issues are just an OBS issue, not a Roadcraft issue. But yes, if you're just joining us, welcome to the channel. I'm Osbo Lloyd. I am doing a bit of variety gaming, and I really am digging checking out Roadcraft. And it's great to be able to share it with you, the viewers, on YouTube. Wow, this whole section's absolutely destroyed. But yes, I'm probably best building this out. This is where we need it. We need to build a new road. So yeah, kind of have to build out of the ocean here a bit and build ourselves a new highway. Would be cool if I could task the AI with driving the smaller dozer all the way over here for me, because it is quite slow. Although we learnt in the first episode that driving in marching position means you can enter a higher gear and drive faster, which I didn't really agree with, but that's part of the game mechanics. But yeah, I do really dig like the patterns the tires are making in the sand. I think they did an excellent job with that. Sand from the sand god! Anyway, welcome back. I do really love this setting. I wonder if we can just build a bridge right across the waterway. I'm sure that would take a lot of sand, but that would be really interesting if we could do that. Now, I did find it is a lot better to drop sand whilst you're moving at an increased pace, at an increased pace. I can't talk today apparently, because then you get more coverage of sand. It doesn't just drop it all in one place. Yes, I've been very keen to get back to this game after playing it the other day. I can easily sink lots and lots of hours into this, which I'm going to try not to do really, really long episodes. You'll have to let me know if you like the time-lapsing that I do of things. In the first episode I did some jump cuts, and I did a mixture of those and some time-lapsing, and sort of just taking out the parts that weren't overly interesting. That's one small gripe I do have. I really wish there was a manual transmission mode that I could use, because like right now, this thing just needs to pick a gear and run with it. Rock there, I'm going to be careful about. I'm wondering if I can bulldoze a lot of the existing landscape there to make it less of a hassle for the standard delivery trucks to drive along, because most of them are running just road tires. So it's basically, they don't run diff logs, there's no special type of terrain mitigation options. See what I mean? See this van starting to get stuck in this mud here? Not good. The problem with the AI is when they get stuck, they just spin their wheels until they're dug down to their diffs, and it completely buggers the road entirely. What we might be best doing is dumping some sand here, since the dozer is here. Yeah, the AI are pretty terrible at doing anything. Driving, they don't like to drive very well. This truck over here. It actually turned off. I'm amazed. This is good. I can't hear crackly as hell audio, which is, I'll put that down to probably OBS issues. Again, it doesn't appear to be doing that though, so that is good. That might be something that people have noticed, that there were sections cut out that, like, or turned into time lapses that might have seemed like, oh well, that was action and that was something cool that maybe people wanted to see. Is it getting stuck over there? No, come on. See, that's the problem. They'll dig out the road and they'll just get stuck. I think that one's going to fail now. Yep. Come on. Through it. Yeah. And they just dig the road into absolute crap. Yep. Just spinning the wheels. Oh, that's going to tip over. Sorry. Yep. One of the main things I don't get about marching mode here is, oh, well, just like we experienced right then, as if perfectly to make my case, driving with a giant heavy dozer blade in the air makes it extremely unstable and wouldn't really be the optimal way of driving a dozer around. This would be the optimal way of driving it, but when we're driving it like this, see how low gear is locked? It's locked on, which is annoying. If you put it in marching mode, it unlocks the ability to use that gear, which is frustrating. Because as you saw going over the train track, we almost tipped this over. And parked on that slope, if we didn't have this giant weight lifted into the air, we probably wouldn't have fallen over. There's a part of me that also, at some point, if I'm doing crazy amounts of this this game in the future, whether I'm making a thing on it or not. There's part of me that just wants to, when we unlock the ability to asphalt places, to just turn every single road into an asphalt road. Alright, well, we're going to see what this AI does when it gets to this nasty section of the road. Chances are it's going to be put foot flat to the floor and not do very well. Yeah. They really just take the exact same route. And the second they start spinning, they just sit there and let, see, he's digging a rut right now. Yeah, she's not going anywhere. If I dump a bunch of sand on this guy. Yep, nope, failed, see. And that's just from one AI getting stuck, turning the soil into ruts, and then every AI after that just making it worse. It's okay. The good news is they don't keep sending vans to just turn the roads into junk. You'll have to go into the failed route and resend the vehicle. I like that. One, lets you know that there's a failure on the route, and two, doesn't turn the road into an absolute quagmire before you're able to actually get a vehicle, like your own vehicles, through. Now, I know a lot of people have reviewed the game in a negative light because they were expecting SnowRunner with road building, basically. And this is more civil engineering and infrastructure building, I believe, than anything like that. So, if you're looking at getting Roadcraft, it's not SnowRunner. But I dare say when modders get a hold of this, we'll get a good solid mix of task-based things like SnowRunner, delivery tasks, as well as massive terraforming things, like maps that you just have to terraform from spawn all the way to wherever you need to go, which I'm excited for. I think, just like SnowRunner, modding is where the game is really going to come into its full form. Yeah, there we go, stick a bit there. I think this whole top of this road as well is going to have to be done. Unfortunately, because they're digging it to buggery. Oh, even this corner's getting torn up where all the trucks keep coming out. So, yeah, I have a funny feeling we're going to have to turn every route that the AI take into solid roads, because otherwise they will eventually turn it into an undrivable route by constantly driving over the exact same section. A normal driver would see the ruts in the road like that and center line the wheels. So either go left or right of it. The AI don't do that. As you saw, they will dig out a rut until it is undrivable. Now on these first passes it doesn't exactly have to be perfect. AI will just drive over it. I'll still be able to drive on it. Do I technically need a little bit more sand? Yes, I think I do. Just on this edge. But is it good enough for the AI to drive over? Now, yes. Until they turn it. Until they destroy it again, yes. AI should be perfectly fine in driving over this. I'll probably do one more pass and go back the other way. bugger. Well, bugger. I really love the detail that SnowRunner, I really love the detail. I called it SnowRunner then. I love the detail that, look at all the detail on the trucks. Really great, all the rust, all the, yeah. Right, this truck's ready to go over to the ocean highway. See, it would just be nice to be able to turn the truck off. One thing I am glad for is that this game seems to be pretty decent on release. There doesn't seem to be the same huge outstanding issues that SnowRunner had on release, which I'm really glad for. Okay, cool. So instead of letting the AI change gear there right before it seems like it's going to change gear, I let off and put on the throttle again. Oh boy, that's right, that corner's all chunked out. Come on, handle it well, or just spin the wheels and make it worse. Let's see, let's just turn it into sludge. It's just spinning the wheels. Stop spinning the wheels, mate. Please stop spinning the wheels. I just made that corner so much worse. God knows what other sections of the road they're turning into quagmires along that route. I haven't checked. I do feel that there's a lot of controllability that have been taken away from the player base. I know this isn't SnowRunner, but you know, manual transmissions, fuel and damage, and all these extra things that this game doesn't have. It seems to dumb it down quite a bit. I don't have to worry about refueling these vehicles. I don't have to worry about repairing them or throwing them off the side of a mountain. It just doesn't seem to matter. Whereas in the other one, you really had to worry about fuel. Hopefully that's something that comes in an update. Come on, man. Shift gears properly, please. No. This is part of the problem with it, is they're just grinding it into low gear over and over. There we go. Finally managed to get them to shift it properly. So I had to let off the accelerator a bunch there to get it to actually shift gears properly, which makes no sense, but it's part of it. Having that access to a manual transmission would be extremely useful. You could even just use the transmission, SnowRunner transmission box from the SnowRunner game. It would be pretty easy to implement, I'm feeling. And it would solve a lot of those issues where, if the player wants, we could choose. I know they put in this low range thing, but a lot of the fun, a lot of the things in SnowRunner was picking and choosing when to throw that truck into high gear to where you wouldn't stall the engine out, and to where you'd increase in speed, much like the truck is doing here. Added that little extra bit of challenge and realism to it that I think is missing. Why am I shifting down gears? It's like having traction control on in a vehicle and the vehicle's going, oh, you're on a surface where you're going to lose traction. Let me rob you of all of your acceleration. There's a reason that I drive with traction control turned off. or own vehicles that don't have traction control is I don't like it dictating, oh, but you're going to lose traction. It's like, oh, but it's fine. I have the momentum to overcome that. But when it shifts down a gear, it's taking that control away, and then of course we're going to come to a stop and we're going to lose traction. We're going to tear the road up more. Yeah, I would really like a manual option. I love their interiors, by the way. Their interiors are fantastic. Okay, so we have this here now. This part's going to be a bit of a challenge, I'm pretty sure. I'm hopefully going to lead them up over here, because if I lead them through here, they'll just turn it into mush. This part here could be a bit of an issue, but if we take them around the outside, they should be okay. This part, they should be okay, because it's mostly rocks. This part's going to be a problem. We have to fill in this part, because they will not make it. Okay, this is the marsh that's going to give us all the trouble. Okay. Lots of stuff. Okay, so the route has failed. How so? Oh, good thing we've got a scout vehicle nearby. We can go and check it. We got stuck here. Okay, so that vehicle's getting stuck somewhere. Okay, so right, so where are you having issues? This part. And then you're getting stuck and you're just digging yourself a hole. Fantastic. And now you're on diffs. Awesome. Beautiful. Okay. Well, that's awesome then. Let's drive you down the edge of here. Right, that'll work. for now, and then it'll just turn the rest of that into a quagmire, and then the next bit into a quagmire. There we go. 8 concrete slabs. So we are going to... Okay. Hello there, Mr. Vehicle. Are you going to make it this time? Yes. Yes, you are. That's good. Okay. It's interesting as well, right? The trucks, they don't have winches in this. So like, if I was to get one of the big cargo trucks, I can't winch to this. Which means I can't just use the grunt of the truck to pull it. I either have to do this with the scout vehicle, or bring a crane in. So it adds that extra element of how are you going to do things. I like just brute forcing it like this. Like, oh, I need to get these over here. Okay, let me just get a car and just snatch strap, tug the damn thing, and if I can hook a wheel onto the bridge. Balance being stacked back on top of it. Actually, what we need to do is that. Oh no. Okay. That's better. And the bridge is complete. And I didn't even need to bring a crane over, I just brute forced it with this. Oh, where did it fail? Okay. It failed again. Okay. I'm gonna have to get them to send it one more time. And we're gonna check to see where it failed. I'm not in your way. Oh, that's what it's doing. It's just running into a tree. So here, what has happened is I've put a point too close to a tree, and it's come over this mud, and it made it the first couple of times, but now that it's got mud before the corner, it's skidding out and hitting the tree, because they don't know how to brake. Or steer properly. Yeah, see. So. And we're going to run them around this side of the road, and hope like hell they actually make it. What's our plan? Make it there? I reckon they're just going to get stuck on all the rocks now. Okay. Yeah.
Your first bridge. That should weather any storm. Remember, our job isn't just to fix what's broken. It's to make life better for folks around here.
I should have called it Fix It Incorporated. Oh, this place is fading. Oh. Whoa. Whoa, that's heaps cool. We're going to skip across and check out the new vehicle. Whoa. The field service vehicle allows you to recall other vehicles to it at the cost of some fuel. You can earn fuel through side objectives or purchase it at supply depots. Explore your side objectives to earn additional fuel. Got it. Okay, so fuel in this game is used as a, like, recovery resource rather than to run vehicles. That's... this is cool though, look at this. It's on a trail. It's got a trailer though, which kind of defeats the point of having a turn on a dime tracks. There you go, I guess it needs to have fuel on it. Yes. Tank steering. This is awesome. Oh, pretty spacious interior. Always go for an explore. Let's go for an explore. Let's check some of the damages. Oh, it is very muddy through here. We are definitely going to have to replace this road because, well, it's unhappy. All of this seems to be made of tarmac, which is pleasant. Oh, nice big roundabout. Cool. Oh, we're not going to make that turn. Ooh, hello. Can I climb it? Yes, I can. I want to. Just... it's like, I have a tank with a giant fuel cistern on the back. That is cool. It's like, hi, we're from the disaster relief effort. We're driving tanks through your neighborhood because the roads are so destroyed. You probably wouldn't be able to bring much else through here. These are some very blue doors. There's another sort of supply hub, I guess. These roads seem to be in okay condition. Let's check where we are. Oh wow, power station. Ooh. What are our other objectives? Set up our next base. Other side of the thing. Oh, it's over there. Well, now we have an objective and a way to somewhere to go in the tank. Let's see, how are they doing rocks in this one? Good, I like it. I like that rocks aren't super slippery. That was a problem with SnowRunner. The rocks just seem to have this like a Teflon surface. Oh, this is really neat. It's probably not the best thing to go rolling in. Pretty neat. It's pretty neat. It's also pretty cool that you get this kind of vehicle early on in the campaign. I think that's really neat. See, I could recall 7 vehicles to this, but I probably honestly won't use that because it feels a bit cheapsy to have vehicles come specifically to this vehicle. It just, yeah. What I would rather have had is this kind of vehicle with a trailer on the back, and because it's such a mobile vehicle that can go over lots of terrain, have it so you can load a vehicle onto the back and take it wherever you want. So you can get vehicles that otherwise wouldn't be able to make it over certain terrains to certain places. Alright, next objective. Oh, heck yeah. That's why we need it, because they're road builders. Alright. Pieces are interconnected and can be used to quickly move things around. Deliver resources to one base and retrieve them from another. Store a vehicle in one garage and deploy it from another. Each base also serves as a free recovery point. Well, yeah.
That town you just passed through is on Bala. It's the industrial heart of the region, so it's vital we get it pumping again. And that means delivering lots of supplies. You'll need to build a road and then plan a route between Anbala and a transit point. And there's a nearby village on the harbor that could use your help. If you have the time. Strictly, we're not required, but I think you like to help folks out. Panama is in sore need of supplies. So you could plot a route to it from the transit point. I'm sure the folks there would appreciate it.
Alrighty. What have we got here? Oh, well, look at that. Oh, cool! It's... So, the original game that sort of started this whole saga was it Spin Tires? This was one of the original trucks used in that game, or at least the front cab section. You had this old, you know, single rear axle, you know, non-diff lock. Well, did it have diff locks? I think it had diff locks, but it didn't have. It wasn't all-wheel drive. It was just rear-wheel drive. Had chain rear tires, and it was this front cab, which is it's really cool. Right. Let's see. Yeah. We need to fix this piece of road. Ah, wonderful. Right. Yes, we shall do that. So we need to get sand over here. That's why there's a quarry. First of all, though, I'm going to get this route running. So, here you go. So we can connect those routes that we need. Then I should probably get the route that's failing up and running. There's so much to do. So much to do. Handbrake means handbrake. What part of handbrake do you not get? Boy, this is going to take a lot to fill this up. It's probably not going to be enough. So, I'm going to go and try and fill in that big puddle. There's a good chance I'm just going to skip. Oh. Oh no. Oh god. Okay. Welcome back to the mess, which is me just sort of deciding to dump huge piles of sand in the hopes that I can turn it into something that resembles a road. It's not the only place I've dumped sand. I also dumped sand in a bunch of other places that were giving me gripe, like this exit of the facility after the amount of runs I had to do to get sand out there. This road fell apart, the rest of this fell apart. So, wow, the engine actually turned off in this. That's how long I spent. So we went through an entire Panama rainstorm, which took quite a while. And I've dumped a lot of sand in a lot of different places than the original road. So I'm going to go and flatten most of that out, because we're going to need to have them come along this entire pathway. And even my truck just running the sand back and forth was creating problems for the road, let's say. It has been a good maybe hour's worth of delivering just massive amounts of sand absolutely everywhere. Anywhere that there could possibly be a problem, I'm pretty sure I've dropped sand on it. Because once the sand's flattened down, it kind of just is no longer an issue. The traction seems to stay no matter how bumpy the road is. Oh boy, they just said hello to it. Alright. So let me show you what I've done. This is the port where we pick up sand from, because I've decided to just pick it up port instead of driving out to the sand pit. We almost fell over there. I'm hoping I get to include that shot of the very two-wheeled truck that dropped a lot of sand. But I'm just going to follow this pathway along here, and that way the AI hopefully have something to stick to and won't end up digging giant holes in. As you can see, the route has failed again. That's because they keep digging holes in the sand. Oh, it's almost becoming nighttime. But yeah, so I also dropped a lot of sand off here, as you can see, because this whole section was starting to become undrivable. We also dropped some here because they're going to struggle with traction up this hill. And unfortunately that means I'm basically just going to have to put sand on this hill to make sure they have traction enough to make it up the hill. But here we are at just pure hell. Hopefully we've got enough sand dropped down that we can turn this into a somewhat passable road. Okay, well, I think this section of road is passable now, which is good. Let's continue on and try and flatten out the other areas. And this game is absolutely stunning. Look at it. Look how stunning it is. It's great. Okay, well. Ah, yes. The other thing I did whilst I was doing all of that was I also put sand on this part of the road because I was also driving out this part of the road and it was slowly getting destroyed. So now we're going to have to smooth this one. Now we have the roller and the asphalt machine over at the other base. So what I'm thinking is maybe I bring them over here and we turn these into actual full-on roads. So yes, my want/prediction of, well, eventually I'm just going to have to pave all of these roads is kind of correct. I'll fix one section and then the AI trucks will dig out/completely destroy another section of road, and then I'll have to fill that one in, and honestly I may as well just start at one end and go to the other and make the entire area, the entire run a paved road, although I don't have to do the entire thing. I can do a small section and leave it dirt. But as you can see, it starts to get damaged after a period of time, and then I have to come and fix it again. So it will be easier just to turn it to asphalt eventually. Now I need this truck over the bridge because there's a whole section of road over there that is the main objective to rebuild. Basically I'm just going to park the truck over here, and then when we get to this part I will have it ready to go. I am sensing though that I may need to, I'm probably going to end up having to flatten out another section of the road. Okay, I'm going to jump into the paving machines, which mainly are going to be used for the next section of the mission. Oh wow, this is such a lovely detailed interior. Look at this. This is very sleepy. Okay, I think we'll turn this into tarmac first. I love the aspect that we can make paved roads. Hates any kind of small bump. Start off with that because I want to try and smooth all this out. Ish. I wonder if this will be able to make it over the railing, or over the rail that's coming up. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to hit it on a slight sideways angle. Yep, there we go. There we go. What's this doing? It is indeed making it nice and smooth. This one should be good. This would be good with a friend, because then you could have them driving behind, just rolling it straight away. pave 1,000 meters squared of asphalt. Oh, okay. I'm not sure this is gonna go up on top of that. Oh, okay. I was wrong. It goes up it super easily. Alright, let's get this road smoothed out. I feel like this is going to be a very long episode. It's quite amazing that this used to be a giant, non-passable puddle, and now it's a road. Oh, come on, take treads. There you go. Now we have a road there. Oh, wow. Yeah, we kind of just completely screwed up that section of road. And this one as well. Oh well. It's kind of smooth, for the most part. Oh boy. Well, now we have a road, and that's awesome. So smooth out this section. Okay, well, I think that will do us, or do the episode here. I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode of Roadcraft. I believe this will probably be quite a long episode because of all the road building. It takes quite a long amount of time. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. I'm Aussie Boy Lloyd. You've been awesome. Please drop a like, leave a comment, and consider subscribing for more content like this, and so you don't miss when the next upload comes out of these episodes of Roadcraft. Definitely let me know in the comments if you prefer jump cuts or time lapses of what's happening in the game, if you prefer longer episodes, or if you would rather shorter 30 to 40 minute long episodes, which are actually kind of difficult for me to do because it's very easy just to get stuck in and spend quite a number of hours. This one may be quite the long episode. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. I'm Osborne, and I'm signing off.